Audience goes in, ready to race. And they're off. Racing away 7 furlongs to the World Pool Lennox Stakes. This Group 2 audience in red, white and blue strides out with Indestructible for company wider out in those violet silks. Between the pair of them, the gold sleeves, the red cap of Isaac Shelby. After that leading trio, Kinross settles down behind the pace in a handy fourth. Holguin is very keen on terms there with Kinross around the opening bend. Marban is at the back as they race their way towards the final 5 furlongs, and out in front, Audience under Rab Havlin leads from Isaac Shelby. Kinross covered up to the inside, Indestructible a little deeper. Still between those horses then is Holguin in the black and yellow. Marban is still last of them as they run up the home straight and approaching the final 3 furlongs shortly. And out in front, it's Audience from Isaac Shelby is held together. Kinross, Frankie looking for that cutaway point, which is coming up shortly. We're just inside 2 furlongs to go when that cutaway drops away with Indestructible ridden. Then came Holguin and Marban. They race now inside the final furlong and a half. Isaac Shelby joining in with Audience. Kinross every chance over toward the far side. Then Holguin and Indestructible. They're racing toward the final furlong. Kinross has now moved up with Isaac Shelby as they'll battle it out inside the final half. Kinross by a half a length from Isaac Shelby, who's responding well, but it's Kinross again in the Lennox. It's Kinross to take it. Kinross from Isaac Shelby in second, Marban in third, then Holguin, Indestructible, and Audience.
Frankie Dettori has won on Kinross, his second success on the horse in this race.
No, I didn't ride him.
Did you not ride him the first time? Who rode him the first time?
I got beat on him just last year. I think Rob rode him.
Rob, okay, apologies, but Kinross has won his second race of this.
He did it,
It's his third win since his enforced pause.
Yes.
Congratulations. Were you worried that last year was going to happen all over again in that race?
No, because I was in the slingshot, and as soon as the cutaway went, I kicked him in there. Once I put my head in, I was fine.
Okay.
And then, in fairness, Sean gave me a good fight, but you know, he's super tough, this fella, and I knew it wasn't going to stop.
It was a good fight with Isaac Shelby. Did it surprise you slightly?
It was surprising because I couldn't shake him off, and I wasn't slowing down. And I think we pulled a bit clear on the third, so we were really quickening the last bit.
And does he feel right back to the top of his game because he's been working back to it this season?
Yes, look, it goes without saying he's much better on soft ground, but he can go on anything. I mean, he's barely soft today. I would say slow side of good. I prefer more rain for him, but 7 furlong to me is his ultimate distance. But he can run an easy mile like he did in the Breeders' Cup, or very stiff 6 furlong, get Ascot on heavy ground. So he has the same options as last year, but I think the ultimate target, Mark wants him to run him in Hong Kong in the mile in December. So I promised and I'll carry on a bit longer until then.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I like that a lot. He's a brilliant horse.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, you know, they gelded him, and it wasn't a very expensive purchase. He flopped a few times when they bought him, but I think Rafe got the hang of him and changed his training a bit, and it's been a revelation. I mean, I can't say enough praises for the horse. He's my ATM machine. It brings me a few thousands every year, and I'm forever grateful to him.
Next race, Courage Mon Ami in the Goodwood Cup. If you win it, you become the winning most jockey of the race.
I haven't won it yet, so let's not talk about it.
But
yes.
This horse is trying some cutting the ground for the first time.
Yes.
Do you think that'll be fine?
The ground is not as bad as I thought. You know, this is barely good to soft, so I think we should be fine. But until we try, we don't know. It's not firm or Ascot, but yeah, I mean, look, he's favourite. He's won the Gold Cup, and he's entitled to be favourite. He's racing against the same horses, but he's half a furlong shorter. And look, it'll be interesting. And you know, I'm there, and I'm going to give it a good go.
The key thing about him, though, is that he won the Ascot Gold Cup on his 4th ever start.
And exactly. I mean, I couldn't see it happen. John did, and I must say, he surprised me when he did, because I thought, no, for the horse was run 3 times to win a Gold Cup is unheard of, but he did it. Well done, John.
Well, very best of luck on a quick fire group race double.
Fingers crossed.
Richard Brown, who is the advisor, the racing advisor to Watnan Racing, has just seen Isaac Shelby finishing an excellent second to Kinross, duelling in the straight, clear of the third. That's a great run.
Yeah, we're delighted with that, Lydia. Look, you know, he's come up against a top-class 7 furlong horse on his day. We're probably half a length behind, you know, half a furlong out, and he's battled back to be beaten by a top-class horse. So yeah, we're delighted.
What now for him?
Don't know. We'll take our time. A bit soon for that. Ollie Tate, who's over there, he'll have a chat with the guys in Qatar, and we'll make a plan. I suppose a race like the Foray would probably come into the equation, but we've always had a mind with, you know, we've always had it in mind next year, because he's still quite narrow and unfurnished, and he's by a son of Dubawi, and they tend to get better with age. So maybe only one more, and then we'll wait for next year.
Now, Watnan Racing has really exploded onto the stage after that conversation you had with Ollie on Easter Sunday. Winners, 2 of them at Royal Ascot, and now Courage Mon Ami, 1 of them in the Goodwood Cup. Worried about the ground at all?
I don't know about worried, it's a question mark. I think, look, he's won here. I think, funnily enough, back to 2 miles will probably suit him very well. So, look, we'll find out about the ground in about half an hour's time.
Well, he looked very special at Ascot. Let's hope he maintains his unbeaten record. Best of luck and congratulations here.
Thanks, Lydia. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Racing TV's YouTube channel now to watch more great races like this.